This is for those of you who are looking for experiences to explore the feedback loop of the external on the internal, to bring your conscious awareness to what current distortions you're experiencing through being online. And then to send some mixed signals. And different physical sensations for your feedback loop that you're aware of in your physical body simultaneously. I was intentionally moving the dial on the temperature sensors, pressure sensors, gravity sensors, density of breath. Someone was looking for a shift in alignment where if you were to look at the Fibonacci spiral sideways and then turn it in and then bring it in and up, will resolve that distortion. that's one of many ways that you can access the levels. I would recommend those exploring that set temporary limits. Maybe say a 10% margin. Well, a 10% pendulum swing, so essentially a 20% total margin. And just to essentially consciously create safeguards for yourself in that process. And then look at when the pendulum swings to 10% and center, which is 0, and then 10% in the other direction, with all of the senses and all of the levels, is a way in which I would recommend for those wanting a more gentle experience to set those limits on the parameters whilst exploring. But those who kind of are looking to fly, then skip the limits and buckle up and enjoy the ride, because it's quite the ride. That's one of the most efficient ways of working with that bridge. And if you need to entertain the mind, you could also simultaneously create a vision of, say, like whatever aligns with you, but be that, like a switchboard or however you need to entertain the mind while you simultaneously explore that, if that's where you're at also, because I just remembered about that experience. That's also one really, even if you're on the other side of that experience, then it's also beneficial to work with that to consciously create a stronger tether to the physical while exploring those states of consciousness and entering into that depth of connection with the physical vessel, as well as all of the non-physical parts of the nervous system, etc. You could also work with that with exploring the totality of the emotional body. Just plug into the emotional body, and once you find an edge, then from that edge you can explore the entire field of emotion, which, exploring the energy body, the prana, and then going into the emotion, is one of the ways in which I explored the totality of the emotional body. To then discover that the emotional body was a overlap of the energy body. Help to plug into that field.